Okay, hello everyone, Clarke here. I'm the CEO of INTJ Billing. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about the problems that I've solved here. So the question, what problems have you solved here, Clarke, right? So I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to go through some of them as a high level summary, and we're just going to talk a little bit about them. So what problems have I solved? Number one, sending Bitcoin to a Thai bar girl, both on-chain and via the Lightning Network. We've got an existing problem. Vast majority of Thai bar girls don't accept Bitcoin. Why don't they accept it? Well, they don't have a Bitcoin hot wallet. They don't understand it. They want Thai baht. Solved. Solve this problem, right? Now, it's been solved on a small scale because I've only got a couple of bar girls. I started with the transgender community over here. There's the transgender flag in the background. I'm an advocate of the trans community and the LGBTQ flag as well. I'm a member of the LGBTQ community. So I've solved it for a small segment of the population, of the bar girl population over here. Now, in IT, anyone who's been involved in startups before will understand this, that if there's a problem to be solved, it is very, very useful to go and solve it for a small specialized group of people first before expanding it to a larger market. I chose the transgender community over here. It is a small segment of a much larger marketplace. In fact, it's a minority segment. As a friend of mine reminded me yesterday, it's a funny story. Some years ago, I brought a friend over here to Thailand, and I thought that he would really love it, and he didn't, and he got on a plane and hightailed it out of here very, very quickly. And I think it's because I threw him into the deep end too quickly. And by deep end, I mean he met his first ladyboy, and that was it for him, I think. But a friend reminded me of that incident yesterday, and I got to thinking about it, and I thought, well, small segment of the population, solving an important problem for a small subset, small segment of a population, prior to rolling out that solution to a larger group of people. So I'm glad that I started with the trans community first over here and solved the problem with them first. Now it is about expanding. Well, first I need to work with a group of trans people over here as well, rather than just one-on-one. But then after that, expanding it to the rest of the bar girl population over here in Pattaya. And I have had some talks with some business leaders over here. They know what I'm doing. They're aware of those videos. They've subscribed to my channel, and they're seeing the innovation take place in real time. So that's the first problem that's been solved, the ability to send Bitcoin to a Thai bar girl, both on-chain and via the Lightning Network. Number two, sending Bitcoin to a Thai bar girl with the money received in Thai baht. Now, this is a really, really important one, okay? Because the bar girls want Thai baht. Sex workers want hard currency. The vast majority of them. I shouldn't say all, because there will be there will be some sex workers who will say who will accept Bitcoin. Maybe they've set up their own Bitcoin wallet on their mobile phone, and they've had a look into Bitcoin, and they understand it to a degree, or perhaps to a large degree, and they have decided that they will accept it. But that is a very, very small segment of the sex worker population. So the important problem that needs to be solved, or that needed to be solved, was the converting of the Bitcoin sent to a Thai bar girl directly into Thai baht for easy payment to them. And as you see in my previous video, previous two videos about Western Union, Thai bar girls are used to going to Western Union. They're used to getting an MTCN, a money transfer control number, going to Western Union and picking up any money that's been sent to them via from their sponsors located over in the Western world. So that's a really important, vitally important ingredient in this whole process. The the payout to the Thai bar girl directly in Thai baht. So that's the second problem that's been solved. Number 3, this is a very, very important one that I know people aren't yet seeing the full implications of. Okay, and that is censorship-free payments for the red light industry worldwide. Okay, worldwide. These videos that I've been producing, you see at the start of each of these videos, there is an open source logo at the bottom of the screen in the 5-second splash screen at the start of each video. Open source, what does that mean? It means that everything that I do, all the source code, all the source code that I write, all the libraries that I utilize, any third-party software, I am putting all of that up on my website and I'm giving it away free to all and sundry, to anyone who wants it. So there was an example just yesterday, in fact, a gentleman who runs a marketing business over here in Pattaya. I sent him an email. I'd met with him previously and I said, look, I think I might have forgotten to mention that it's an open source project, and here is some stuff that I think will benefit you in your marketing work. So some of the stuff that's come out of this work already has been the logos of all the bars. I had to take photographs of all the signs of the bars and had to create lists of the bars and the locations of them, and there's a whole lot of data that's come out of this work already. But in talking about that, the importance of that is vital for censorship payments for the red light industry worldwide. So let's think about that word worldwide, right? So there are other red light environments located all around the world, and they all have the same problem. Whether they realize it or not, they all have the same problem. They need, or they will need at some point, a way to accept money that is neutral, where the payment will go through and it can't be financially censored. Now, Bitcoin is obviously the answer to this, and using Bitcoin either on-chain or via the Bitcoin Lightning Network is the answer to this, because Bitcoin is a neutral currency. Bitcoin neutrality is a very important property of Bitcoin. To learn more about Bitcoin neutrality, I recommend you check out this video on screen now by Andreas Antonopoulos, who is one of the best educators within the Bitcoin space. But the ability to guarantee that a transaction will go through using Bitcoin is vitally important. So we've seen situations like in Canada with the Canadian truckers, like in Pakistan, and what happened there with their payment systems when the government caused issues. What happened in other places where financial censorship has occurred. There needs to be someone like myself who has set up their own BTC Pay server, who has built atop of the Bitcoin Lightning Network, who has built business processes and forms and put in a whole lot of time, effort, and work in order to ensure that payments will be able to go through as a payment provider of last resort, perhaps as someone who's just friendly to the industry. Now, I expect that over time these videos will start to generate more and more interest from other people who are working in red light environments from around the world. As I said in a previous video, I've already had some contact from Vegas, which doesn't surprise me. And there's other places as well that I think they'll watch the videos and think, well, this Towson fellow, he's built this BTC Pay server, he's built services on top of it, and he's put out all these free videos showing us all how it can be done. So the idea with open sourcing everything is so that people like that, perhaps they're working as a manager in a brothel, perhaps they're just friendly to the industry, perhaps they own a brothel or a string of brothels. Regardless of their situation, I think there will be people out there who will take this work and they'll run with it. Number 4, this is a really important one. Not causing a Thai bar girl to have to think. Now that might sound derogatory. I don't mean this in a bad way, but one of the common things that a Western man will hear out of the mouths of a Thai bar girl is, "Mister, I not like think too much." Now, this is something that I've heard out of the mouth of a number of Thai bar girls over the 10 years that I've been making trips here. And friends of mine, people that I've come into contact with in this environment, have said the same thing. So you have to build technology that is suitable for your target audience, or utilize technology that's suitable for your target audience. Bitcoin is very early in its development, as it's in its evolution as both a store of value and even earlier as a medium of exchange. So anything that can be done to create a system or add to a system, devise a system where that system is very, very simple and easy to understand and to use by the target audience is really vital, And I think that's what I've done here with the automated scripts, the use of FPDF to automate the creation of the PDF invoices and payment notifications. That makes it very simple and easy for the bar girls to understand. They get the notification in both in English as well as in Thai. So there's no ambiguity there. Okay, they know that they've received a payment. Here's the amount of the payment. It has come to their Bitcoin wallet. It's been converted into to Thai baht. Go to Western Union, pick up your money, right? Very simple and easy. So I'm not causing them to have to think or think too much, right? And that's coming from me as well, a computer scientist, right, who's thinking all the time. But sometimes you've got to be thinking about, how do you reduce complexity? How do you utilize the skills, knowledge, and experience that you've got, and turn that into a system where people won't have to think too much? And that's a skill in and of itself. And it really is, let me tell you, coming from where I come from and the people I'm used to dealing with, this is a skill. It really is a skill. All right, number 5, consultancy for both Western men and Thai bar girls on all things Bitcoin. So that's the other thing, right? The setup of an office on location here in Pattaya, Thailand. Now, currently my office is set up just here in the condo that I'm leasing, but long term, I'm looking at setting up a permanent office, and that office would be located in Soi 6 or thereabouts, right? I'm even considering what I'd really like to do, and I know there's some people I've been talking to about this who've done this before. I'd really love to put up a Bitcoin over Lightning Network. In fact, that flag, the Bitcoin Lightning Network flag, I'd like to put that up as a sign in Soi 6. All right, and I think that Soi 6 needs that sign, and I think I'm the person to do it, right? So, but the setup of an office and a consultancy service, that is what I'm talking about, where a service where people can come and they can ask me about Bitcoin. It's not just, okay, I've got a payment system that I've built on top of, I've got a set of services, payment services I've built on top of the Bitcoin Lightning Network. They can come and talk to me, and I can provide them with advice. I mean, INTJ Billing, I've been providing advice to people about Bitcoin for the past 5 years, over 5 years now, in Australia. And I just saw this as a natural evolution of the service that I've been providing. Number 6, the ability to automatically create a Thai bar girl's Bitcoin payments page. This is a big one, right? So it's one thing to have experience in creating websites, but to be able to automate the creation of a website where literally you just enter some details, right? Like the bar girl's name, her bar, working name, a couple of other details, and then to click a button and have that website automatically created online within the right directory structure, so on and so forth. That's really important. That's something that is a specialized task, obviously, and I've written the PHP code to achieve that. But that's something as well that other people within other red light environments around the world will be looking at what I've done there, and because they will need to do something similar. Maybe they've got a group of a couple of hundred or more sex workers that they need to be able to quickly and easily set up Bitcoin hot wallets and payment pages for. They can certainly utilize the code that that I've written and that I'll make freely available. That is a task that I'm working on at the moment, uploading all the open source code, some of which has to be redacted, obviously for security reasons, but they'll be able to download zip files containing that code so that they can utilize it to do the same thing for their businesses. Number 7, the ability to quickly and easily get a Thai bar girl set up with a Bitcoin hot wallet. So that's the other thing. It's not just the payments page, but it's the hot wallet creation process, right? So utilizing BTC Pay server, creating the hot wallet on the server, getting all that working correctly, and doing it quickly, right? And then combining that with the automatic creation of the bar girl's payments page. Now, I work in the open source community. I've asked the developers of BTC Pay for some tips to further refine that process, okay? Number 8, the ability to buy Bitcoin from INTJ Billing for payment to Thai bar girls. So that's something that I hadn't offered as a service before, that Western men can come to me. I can actually sell them Bitcoin, just like the last video that I produced, an example where we utilized Paul Smith, the computer-generated voice, as the Western male example who's come to me. I've sold him some Bitcoin. I've sent that Bitcoin to his mobile phone. He's utilized that Bitcoin to send it to a Thai bar girl. It's hit my BTC Pay server. I've seen it that it's come through. I've converted instantly into Thai baht and paid the girl via Western Union, right? But to be able to buy Bitcoin from INTJ Billing, it's an important one, because the argument has been from people, I've heard this a number of times from different people within this environment, well, the guys won't use Bitcoin because they don't understand it, or they don't want to buy it, or they don't understand how to buy it, or insert a whole lot of other reasons. And as I've said before, these are all excellent reasons that people have given me, and they're all valid as well, or they were valid until I came along. Right now, I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I don't want that to come across as arrogant. What I'm saying is that there was nobody specifically working full-time within this environment in order to provide a specialized set of services to cater towards the industry, okay? Number 9, the solution to the problem of sex workers not accepting Bitcoin because there's no easy way to convert it into Thai baht quickly. Easy, quick, right? Easy and quick. These are two really important words, buzzwords, important words. Easy and quick. You could add fast to that list as well. The sex industry is an interesting industry from the point of view that the workers themselves, they come to this industry, they're predominantly women, they can earn a whole lot of money quickly, okay? Obviously, it's not an industry. It's like, think about it in terms of a sport, okay? In sport, youth is an advantage. Being younger is an advantage. We see with athletes have a a time window, a window of opportunity in which they can earn a whole lot of money by engaging in the sport that they're exceptionally good at. It's the same thing with sex workers. They have a brief window of opportunity where they can earn a whole lot of money by exploiting their youth and their beauty, and the impact that that youth and beauty has upon men of all ages. Sorry, I shouldn't say of all ages. Men who are over the age of consent, and men up to the point where their testosterone drops to negligible levels, let's say. So, but there's a large segment of the male population who is going to be attracted to a young and beautiful woman and or ladyboy, right? But being able to easily convert that Bitcoin into Thai baht quickly, it's the kicker, right? That's the important part. Okay, that's the part that was missing before. Sex worker has accepted Bitcoin. Well, what do I do with it now, right? If there's no service around that is providing that conversion service, and they need to cash out. Sex workers are known for wanting money as cash, right? As cash. There's a lot of scams within the red light industry that people try to turn on, right? They will try to, example, a sex worker that I know who's featured in my videos, Ben's, who I've worked with for a number of years now, and she was actually the first sex worker that I set up a hot wallet and payments page for. She's up in Phuket, and she had a client, and she contacted me about this person and said, "Oh, look, this person wants to send me Bitcoin." I said, "Great, you've got a payments page. Send him the link to the payments page, and when the Bitcoin comes through, I'll send it to you as Thai baht. This is great." Then she sent me a screenshot of what the guy sent to her. Well, it wasn't Bitcoin that he wanted to send her. It was some dodgy cryptocurrency that very few people had heard of that he had, and he wanted to utilize that as a payment to her. And I said, "Look," I politely said, "Tell the gentleman to go away." All right. Number 10, the empowerment of Western men and Thai sex workers. Empowerment. This is an important one, okay? Empowering people. This is something that I've really loved doing my entire life. You find a group of people, they've got a specific problem, you go and provide a solution to that group of people, you empower them, okay? You help them achieve something that they couldn't achieve on their own. They needed someone to come along with the skills, knowledge, experience, leadership, attributes, and so on to show them the way, right? Whereas anyone who's come along in the past haven't been able to lead the way in the way that you can. This is the highlight of the INTJ personality. I'm an INTJ, Myers-Briggs type. We don't step into leadership roles unless we see a pressing need. The sex industry is not an industry traditionally that would attract an INTJ. We're more drawn to academia in general, right? Obviously, a lot of us are drawn to IT though. But I saw the ability to innovate within the industry, and what I saw was that because most people like myself would just go off to Silicon Valley and go and innovate there, I saw that I could come here and I wouldn't be competing with the Silicon Valley crowd, right? I wouldn't be competing with any of them in this environment, and I just didn't see any of them over here helping the industry, right? But yeah, empowerment of Western men and Thai sex workers. This was an important thing that I wanted to do, and these reasons, the problems that I've solved here, these are all examples of empowerment to the industry, to the red light industry over here in Pattaya, Thailand, empowerment of the groups of people that I work with within the industry, and That's what it's all about at the end of the day, right? Providing products and services to groups of people to help them. So I feel that in my time here, I've been here for about 10 weeks now. I've created about 56 videos in total. When I look back, I think, wow, that's a lot of videos. It really is a lot of videos that I've created since I've been here, and I've done a lot of work on location since I've been here for my Australian company, INTJ Billing, right? So I'm not, for my Australian company. But yeah, that's empowering people. That's doing stuff, putting stuff up online and for other people to benefit from as well. I view Pattaya, Thailand as one of the greatest red light districts in the entire world. Okay, Soi 6 has got a huge concentration of sex workers. There are very few places anywhere in the world like Soi 6. Right? People have described Pattaya as Vegas on steroids. And I've personally never been to Las Vegas. I've seen Las Vegas on TV, the internet, and all the rest of it. But I think Pattaya is a very unique place. You've got a whole lot of bar girls who come from the countryside, young bar girls, and they concentrate themselves here within the city of Pattaya, working in the industry. There's a number of unique. It's unique, right? But doing it here, I really feel that, so there's a world stage and I'm on the world stage, right? Being over here in Pattaya, Thailand. Here's the world stage. And in many ways, this city as well is the world stage for transgender people, okay? For transgender people, there is a large concentration of transgender people here in Pattaya. And people haven't tended to, I guess, use that expression, right? World stage. Now, I saw this place as the world stage for the sex industry and for transgender people in particular, because of my work, my non-profit work back in Melbourne, Australia, working with the trans showgirls. Okay, so the trans showgirls, a group of transgender people, mostly from the Philippines, who my role was to provide media production services to the group. I did it as a charitable thing. I didn't ask for payment or anything like that. I provided my time, my skills, my experience, etc., to create all those videos. You can see them up on the Trans Showgirls YouTube channel. But I realized that this is the world stage over here by working with that group of people in Melbourne, because I thought, okay, got a group of transgender people that I'm working with here in Melbourne, and they're doing these cabaret shows at the Pride of Our Footscray Community Bar. It was like a pub thing. It was like, it's a minor thing. It's not the world stage. Whereas you walk around the corner here, you go to any of the big ladyboy shows like Tiffany, Alcazar, Coliseum, or the smaller shows at Mimosa, and you realize, you think, wow, there's nowhere else in the world, apart from perhaps the Philippines, that's at this level of sophistication when it comes to these transgender cabaret shows. And I'd argue that Thailand is the best in the world when it comes to transgender cabaret. So there's a world stage. I'm on the world stage over here in Pattaya, Thailand for this industry. Whether people within the industry think that it's the world stage for it or not, I think that it is. I think that being on the world stage and being a leader on the world stage, we really need to, or we have an opportunity to say to the rest of the world, this is what we've done here, okay? You might like to take a look at this. And that's what I'm saying with my YouTube channel, my Clarke YouTube channel, my INTJ Billing YouTube channel. This is what I've done over here. This is the innovation that I've been doing. And it's the world stage for this. Hey, you may benefit from it, right? You may benefit from it. Take what you want from my work, leave the rest. Let me know what works within your environment, whether it be Vegas or whether it be somewhere in India or wherever, right? Just let me know. I'd be fascinated to hear. So hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's gone on for a while. It's a 30-minute video, quite a long one. But these are the problems that I've solved within this environment. Okay, all the best, everyone. I'm Clarke, CEO of INTJ Billing.